Abiyedh SCARLET. This is the best Lattafa fragrance I have smelled for the year 2025. This is a fragrance that requires you to dress up. It is nothing juvenile, nothing playful, nothing fun and girly. It is a very womanly fragrance. It requires you to dress up, show up. It shows up, it performs. It's an amazingly well blended fragrance. I received this fragrance yesterday. I'm filming today, Tuesday, and I think I'm going to upload it the same day. I had to just dress up, put myself in that sexy mode because that is what this one requires. This is Abiyedh SCARLET. And if you are going to go by the note structure from Lattafa website, you are totally going to be wrong. The note structure on the official website includes pear, bergamot, and then orange, vanilla, musk, and amber. I don't smell anything like that, but I've seen some of the notes elsewhere, which includes black cherry, pink pepper, white rose, peony. It says white rose, but I think I don't get anything white rose. It gives me something like a very dark, wilted rose in a very sexy way. There's tonka, there's peony, there's nutmeg, there's patchouli, and then there's crystal caramel sugar. Lots of sweetness, lots of sugar, lots of syrupiness, This to me is the best Lattafa I've smelled in the year 2025 so far. It is a very affordable. I don't know why Lattafa chose to go with the Abiyedh line. It could have been a line on its own. It could have been like the start of something new because nothing in the Abiyedh line smells identical to this. The Poudre used to be my favorite Lattafa. Abiyedh, Abiyedh Poudre used to be my favorite. This is currently my favorite Abiyedh. I think it should have been released as a new line. Apparently, it's inspired by Fetish La Rose, and that is a fragrance I have no idea how it smells. But I've heard a lot of my niche girlies raving and promoting and recommending it a lot. And for the price, I haven't even been able to go near it or sample it or come across it in the first place. This I just went in blindly, and I'm so glad I took the chance. It's a very pretty scent. It is not pretty for the sake of being pretty, girly. No, it's more of a very bold, sultry, sexy in a grown, matured way. Nothing juvenile. I get what the rose. As I said, it's not giving me anything like a white rose. It's giving me a very deep red rose but wilted. It doesn't come across as a very fun and flirty rose. It's very sexy and matured, not the matured grandma rose, but matured in a very sexy way. It sort of reminds me or puts me in a similar mind space as a fragrance like hibiscus mahajad. It doesn't smell identical to that at all. This is how a close up, of how it looks. The same Abiyedh, packaging, just that the juice in this one comes across as a lighter shade of reddish peachy. It's a very pretty juice, and the scent is astonishingly, amazingly, impeccably amazing. This is a very beautiful scent. If it is anything to go with what Fetish La Rose or La Rose is by, then I think the girls got a hype, they got it right. This is a pretty good scent. You're getting rose, but feels very slightly jammy rose with the wilted sort of feel to it. And then you're also getting the cherry. It feels like a slightly jammy cherry, syrupy, cherry cooked down into a syrup sort of feel. It doesn't come across as medicinal to me. And the cherry is not the most dominant note in this one at all. It is equal part of the dark cherry with the syrupiness, but also jammy in a way, and then equal part of the rose. Peonies, I get something a little, lighter floral, pinkish peony sort of feel in this one. But what I'm getting for the most part is the rose, the black currant, the crystal caramel sugar. It's very sugary. The sugar in this one reminds me of this one. This fragrance here, Juicy Melange from Paris Corner. I'm not saying they are the same fragrance, but that sugary aspect of Juicy Melange, I'm getting a very identical feel in this one. But I'm also getting that dark, heavy rose of hibiscus mahajad, that sort of feel. It gives me that, but they don't smell identical at all. If you want something bold and confident and sultry and sexy all in one bottle, it is going to be this one. It gives me something very confident, womanly, sultry, very catchy. The top is very beautiful. As soon as you spray it, it catches you with this, nutmeg, spicy pink pepper, a very beautiful spicy at the top, and then it translates and transcends throughout the life of the fragrance. A very beautiful, quite linear. I think it is quite linear. It doesn't really change throughout its wear. You still maintain that dark wilted rose, red rose. You still maintain that slightly jammy cherry. You still get that beautiful, intense, slightly sharp, sugary nuance. You still get it, but it's just beautifully merged into each other. It's one of the best fragrances I've smelled from Lattafa. For the price you're getting this one, this could have been bottled as a different, line. It could have been part of the niche Mirati, the higher, price point one. This, even if you buy it for around $60, it is so worth it. Longevity is amazing. The smell is impeccable. The sillage is good. It is not a super beast mode. Anna Abiyedh lines are not the beastest of things, but longevity on skin, you're getting at least your 3-4 hours, and then on clothes, you're getting a full day's wear. You can always reapply. But this to me is one of the best fragrances. It puts me in a very sultry, bold, confident woman. It's like more of a woman, nothing like a young girl. I think a lot of ages can wear this one, but it's more of a very bold and matured in a way with a bit of a makeupy feel. It has a bit of a makeupy feel to it. I get a sort of old school makeupy feel. That exact same quality I find in Hibiscus Mahajad. I get that same exact quality, but this is not identical to that smell at all. But it puts me in a very similar mind space with the rose, and then the sugary aspect reminds me of juicy melange. It's not a complex fragrance. I wouldn't call it a complex fragrance. Neither will I call it the basic of things. It's not basic smelling to me. There's something about it, which smells quite unique and a little different, a little updated. It doesn't smell old, although it has a bit of an old school makeupy feel to it, but it's a beautiful composition. From the first spray, it smelled amazing. It smelled one of the best things I have smelled. I think I used to say the same thing about Garam from Lattafa. It puts me in that womanly, sexy, sensual feel of Garam from Lattafa, as well. And those are fragrances I have not smelled, but I think for the descriptions that the original ones were giving, I'm going to give these same accolades and beautiful description and everything you can, imagine and more. It's gone beyond my expectation. It superseded my expectation. I was expecting something along the normal Anna Abiyedh line, but I think this one is so superior to the rest of the Anna Abiyedh line. It doesn't smell identical to any of them. It's dethroned Poudre as my favorite Anna Abiyedh, and this to me is a very beautiful scent. So if you want something, I can't tell you it is identical to Fetish La Rose. I can't tell you that because I haven't come across it, I haven't smelled it, I haven't held it before, nothing like that. But this gives me a representation of what my niche girlies have been speaking about, for the past 6 months, 7 months. And I think it's a very beautiful composition. Just take it for at its own fragrance. A very beautiful, womanly, rose heavy cherry. The crystal sugar is very sugary and piercing with a hint, maybe something like a hint of smokiness, a faint hint of smokiness. There's something about it that gives me a faint hint of smokiness, and it adds to the uniqueness of this fragrance. It is a very beautiful fragrance. I can keep on, going about this, but one thing for sure is it is a safe blind buy. I don't think it is a very complex fragrance. I think it is a very safe blind buy. It is so worth it. It is worth it beyond the price points Lattafa is offering. If you find it anywhere, trust me, you can buy it. You can buy it, blindly. And that is going to be my review of Scarlet. It is truly a Scarlet. You need to be in a very sultry mood. You need to dress the part, be a little mysterious, a little daring, a little bold, a little more confident. It's going to bring all those things in you. It's one of those fragrances that is going to bring all those characteristics, in you, even if you don't have it. And that is going to be my take on Anna Abiyedh Scarlet from Lattafa.